Hey, goal setting friends, how are you? I am totally out here today talking about goals and setting them. Yeah, I know, it's January 4th. Big deal. Start over, hit the reset button, not a big deal. Especially if you had some resolutions that you're already starting to fall off the wagon with, right? What I'm here to talk about though is goals. You can set a goal any day, set it right now, but you have to make it a goal that's achievable. You have to have measurements in it. You have to have, I love the acronym SMART. This is from, I don't remember the guy who wrote it a long time ago, like in the 80s, so it's as old as I am. Right? You have to be specific. You got to be measurable. You have to be able to achieve it. I don't remember R at the moment. Nope, don't remember R at the moment. And T, timely. You have to put a timestamp on it. Realistic. That's the word I'm remembering for R at the moment. So realistic. Anyway, and so getting around this goal setting is that, best. We talk about the best thing. I love my ULA year in review. It's a very nice snapshot. You sit down, do it in less than an hour, and you take time with it. So you talk about your best things that happened to you. And I don't mean just talk, you write it down. And you have your memories, your good memories. You have your worst things that happened to you this last year. You talk about the three goals that you achieved, and then the three goals that you didn't achieve. But not only about you didn't achieve them, it's more about the lessons learned. What lessons did you learn about not achieving your goals? What lessons did you learn about achieving your goals? And for me, my ULA one, I totally missed it. I worked on it and it wasn't working, and it didn't work, and it didn't work, and it didn't work, and I got frustrated. But on top of that, right? On top of that, I got sick. I also had to make a brain fart real quick. But I got sick, and to the point where I lost my gallbladder, really. And with that, my point behind what I'm trying to say now is that what was my why between losing inches around my waist? It was to be healthier. Well, my friends, yeah, I got really sick, and so I had to work on being healthier after my gallbladder surgery. So I guess I didn't lose it because I know exactly where it went. I had a doctor take it out, right? And then I spent the rest of the year, so September through the end of September through the end of December, trying to figure out how to eat so I wouldn't get sick and sick from my food. And then I joined this really great program called Zoe, Z-O-E. If you want more information about that, I can send that to you, where they take biological samples and use that to help guide you to the correct foods. So obviously I can't control fat in my system anymore as well as some other people can. And so foods are all ranked based on how my body can digest it. Not your body, not everybody else's body, but foods are given to me like, hey, these are green foods, meaning go for it all you want. Eat as much as you want. Then there are some yellow foods that are like, don't eat these quite as often. And then there are the red foods that are like, dude, you shouldn't. But we all know that we need to eat those every once in a while, foods, right? And so I'm still learning. And I'm still readjusting to it. And it's been really fantastic because I've been listening to my body. I've been trying to eat. I've been focusing on starting my day off with green foods, green labeled foods, right? And then if I end up having a red food in the day, it doesn't hit my system as poorly and I don't get sick. So anyway, that's enough about last year's goals. So where am I going this year, right? This year I redid my assessment, my 7F assessment. So the 7 areas: fitness, finance, family, field, faith, friends, and fun. And I've gotten some pretty low scores in the fitness, finance, and family category. So those are the ones I'm working on this year. So then I write down my dream and I write down my why behind that dream. And then I set 3 goals for fitness. And then the same thing with finance. What is my dream? What is my why? And for finance, then I set 3 goals. Again, family, field. Field is like your career or your passions, meaning like if you're doing volunteer work, being a mom, those kinds of things. That can be your field, generally speaking. And there's faith, and then friends and fun. So some of these are qualifiable and quantifiable, right? And some of them are quality. And those are the ones like fun. Like, how do you quantify fun? Well, I have one fun new activity each month. Which reminds me, I kind of want that thing that I got my brother and my sister-in-law. Yeah, the scratch off thing that I gotta find because I would like to do that. Anyway, that was a squirrel moment. Thank you very much for your tolerating me and my squirrel moments. So anyway, you take these 21 goals and then you get them down to 7. And for me, my 7 is living on my own budget by January, which I've done. I've done the actual budget itself. But I'm really, meaning financially soluble. Like, how can I be stable for myself? And how can I be stable for my family, my boys, right? Eliminate one toxic relationship, and that could either be through counseling or through changing my own self. Depends on how that's gonna fly out. We'll see how it shakes this year, how that goes, but that's my goal. Define my business for 2024, and because thanks to my friend Susan, I found this really great program for me called the 6-Figure Blueprint, and the coaching within that community has been very helpful for me. I have a different personality than some other of my wonderful ULA friends, but this coaching in particular has helped me stay focused. I literally, as part of this 6-Figure Blueprint plan, really, it breaks down to a 2-hour workday. And it takes me a little bit longer because I get sidetracked or I will squirrel, right? Or go down a rabbit hole. And so my 2-hour workday tends to be like 3 to 4 hours, but I'm okay with that, right? That's just my personality. So maybe you neurotypical people can do it in 2 hours. But anyway, so the 6 hours, not a 6-hour workday. But they are, the 6-Figure Blueprint is broken down to a 2-hour workday. And that's not including training. So like when I do training, I'm actually doing dishes while I'm doing training, right? That's the way that rolls. So because of this 6-Figure Blueprint, I have done a better job at defining my customers. I have my clients who I help and who I'm going to be helping. And so that's really my ADHD friends, my ADHD entrepreneur friends. You are my clientele, right? Because I speak your language and you speak mine. And we get it. So I'm rebooting and setting my goals in my business, which I've done. I put it out there today. My mentor asked for us to put it out there in our community, and that's what I did. And people were like, wow, you thought this through? And I'm like, yep, thought it through. I've got January through December all filled out. One of my goals, obviously, is to be financially stable enough to fulfill that budget that I put together. And then find a mentor to help me navigate releasing this toxic relationship. So, like I said, that might end up through counseling. That might be more personal development. We've just got to see how that one actually shakes out. And number 7, as part of my own personal development, is forgive one person each day. including myself. All right, that's it for today.